What did you think about Monday Night Raw and all of the heated argument between the New Day? What did you think, Krssi?
My thing, okay, so with the New Day, I was like, okay, did they sit back and was like, yo, we're gonna dig like real deep and like make this like some real stuff. We're gonna go through the like I'm gonna cut you to the white meat now, and then we're gonna just turn it and just like it make it real. Like that was a real heated, like real life, like brother versus brother like argument, if that makes sense.
That was one of the best WWE segments of the year. Like, like that might be the best WWE segment not involving the bloodline this year.
Okay, I could see that. Um, I'm curious to see what they're going to do Monday. Like, how
It
are we
is
going to
going to
have
be interesting.
right? Like, is Big E coming back to like resolve something? Like, how are we having a New Day celebration without Big E? Like, what's happening?
Well, to take some of the news, mix it into our conversation here. Advanced Television reported that a 10-year celebration for the New Day was going to go down on next Monday's episode of Monday Night Raw, the December 2nd episode, taking place from Everett, Washington. WWE is celebrating 10 years of the group with the following additional content. It's a 10-year photo gallery taking a trip down memory lane with a photo gallery of the New Day's evolution featuring iconic moments and historic championship victories. The New Day's best matches relive their most spectacular matches in a compilation on WWE's YouTube channel. Exclusive sit-down interview here directly from via YouTube from Kofi, Xavier, and Big E as they reflect on stories from their legendary experience. PW Insider had several early backstage notes from Monday's episode. Several SmackDown talents were set to be at the taping, including Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso. However, it's unknown if they will actually appear on the show or in dark matches. Big E is also planned to be at the episode this Monday for the celebration of the 10-year anniversary of the New Day. But I will ask you, Miss Krssi Love, we'll start with you. What do you think is the legacy of the New Day amidst all this dissension going on between Kofi and Xavier?
It would give you like like the Freebirds, the 3-man tag group that interchanged the belts. Like this week was going to be Xavier and Kofi. Next week is going to be Big E and Xavier. You know, one of their best trios tag teams that they've had for that company.
I would say the simple legacy for the New Day and the Shield is for this newer generation, DX and the NWO. Like really like in this generation, the past 10, 15, 20 years, there really hasn't been like two prominent iconic stables running at the same time. And we didn't have it in this generation, but they were basically like a couple of years apart. Where the New Day starts in 2014, and in early 2014, the Shield breaks up. But the Shield made 3 legitimate major top stars in the promotion. But the New Day stuck together and built stories and feuds and a whole rise up the card off of their unbreakable bond with one another. So I think that their legacy is really, really strong, but it's really kind of as the most endearing and everlasting group that we've had in WWE. I don't remember the last time we had a stable in WWE
that has lasted this long.
Bullet Club, New Japan got like 5 or 6 stables that's been around for a decade. But WWE, this never happens. 10 years of one group, like that's their legacy right there.
I mean, you're right, because look, you can't keep stables. Like stables don't last very long, and I guess this is one of their biggest money makers. I feel like.
Yeah, Josh, I was gonna ask you, where do you think the New Day rank among the greatest WWE stables of all
time? Definitely a top 5 stable. Just because of if you really look at their accomplishments, you know, You look at the amount of times they won the tag titles, not only winning the amount of times they won it, but they also have the longest reigning tag team championship runs in company
That's
history.
true. I forgot.
He also made 2 world champions, Kofi and Big E. They were world champions. So I would say easily top 5. And then even if you factor in the merch, I mean, that's unmatched because they were, for years, they were one of the biggest merch movers in the company. So easily top 5.
I think personally they're on the Mount Rushmore of
I would definitely put them on Mount Rushmore. Yep.
I would say
I would even go as far as to say top 3. I would even go as far as to say top 3.
I was gonna say top 3, but I think that it's really close between these 4, where I can see you leave out New Day, put them at the 4th spot, and then this would be the top 3. But I would say the Mount Rushmore would be DX.
DX, yeah, that's number 1 for me.
The Shield, Evolution, New Day.
Mm.
You see, that's a good one. Because even with Evolution, if you look at all the accolades within each guy, I mean, that's
big. I didn't even think I would have even.
I literally thought of DX and the Shield, and I was gonna say New Day's top 3, and then I thought of Evolution. I was like,
yeah,
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, because even with DX, I think DX is a different kind of animal because with DX, it was so much of the time that they were in, right? And because of DX, they were like the big stable that carried the company. So that was that plays a factor because even when you lose Shawn Michaels, Triple H took over and there was no guarantee it was going to work. And I think it got better.
It got better when he left. Yeah.
Yeah, it got better, and I mean that's credit to all the people that was involved when it comes to that because they needed to make it work. It needed to be better than Shawn Michaels. There's not taken away from what Shawn Michaels did or didn't do. It was the fact that it needed. That's what you really needed for that to work, and they did because they did off-the-wall shit. Even that time they went to WCW, like that's unheard of. You know what I mean? So they did. I think that's why it's a little bit different when it comes to that. Like that's why, like they're in that because of what it meant at that time. When it comes to like Evolution and the Shield, I think it's more of like not only what they did, but each person, right? The Shield made 3 world champions, and they made multiple-time world champions, and now they have 2 of the biggest stars in their company with Seth and Roman. Even though Roman, I think they're not even close, to be honest. Seth and Roman, I think Roman and Seth was like way behind when it comes to that, but there's still 2 stars that they created, world champions, and then Evolution. I mean, there's really no argument to that. Batista, Orton, Triple H, Ric Flair, the gold standard right there alone. I mean,
and then Triple H. That just shows you about Triple H because he was in two stables.
He was in 2 of them. He was in 2 of them.
Yeah.
He took over when one had to take care of themselves, and then he put this other group together of a group of guys that needed to be established. We had one that was already,
and this was during the time of the Reign of Terror. So I mean, it kind of tells you like, Triple H wasn't as bad as we say he is.
No, he was. Anyway, moving on.
You see, Trips. I was trying to give you some credit, but fuck it.
We really did that.
WWE.
But I do agree. Like, I think that's a good top 4. I think that's a strong top 4, to be honest with you.